Imagine this. It's 7:30 a.m. You've got two kids half zipped into jackets, a dog that thinks it's coming, sports gear, school bags, a stroller, and somehow a Costco run planned for after work. In that moment, your family SUV isn't just a car, it's your rolling command center, your living room, and your safety bubble all in one. In this video, we're diving into the 10 best family SUVs for 2026 that do exactly that. They carry your people, your stuff, and your sanity while giving you serious comfort, safety, and style. We're going from new-gen gasoline and hybrid workhorses all the way to the latest three-row EVs, and by the end, you'll know exactly which one fits your family's life, not just your wish list. Let's start with the one that a lot of families have been waiting for. The 2027 Kia Telluride is back as an all-new generation, and Kia is basically saying, remember how we dominated the family SUV game? We're doing that again, but now with a hybrid. Under the hood, the big headline is the all-new 2.5-liter turbo hybrid powertrain. Kia estimates 329 horsepower and 339 pounds-feet of torque, paired with a 6-speed automatic. That means this isn't just a fuel sipper, it's got the muscle to haul a fully loaded cabin and still feel confident merging or towing. Kia's internal estimate is about 35 mph combined on the EX90 Hybrid, with an estimated 600 miles of total driving range on a tank, which is a game changer for road trip families who hate frequent fuel stops. For families, the packaging is what really sells the Telluride. Kia is promising 8-passenger seating with class-leading second-row legroom on the gas model, meaning adults can actually sit in the middle row without knees in the dash. In your script, you can lean into this. Imagine a teenager stretching out in row 2 and not complaining. That's the real miracle. The third row is designed to be usable, not a punishment, and the hybrid's powertrain is tuned to deliver smooth, low RPM torque, so the car doesn't feel strained when you've got every seat filled and a cargo area stacked to the roof. On the tech and safety side, you can highlight Kia's latest driver assistance suite. Think lane centering, adaptive cruise, and highway assist, plus a big, modern digital cockpit, large central display, digital cluster, and a clean, horizontal dash design. The Telluride Hybrid is targeting the sweet spot, traditional SUV feel, full 3-row space, but with modern efficiency and advanced safety tech that make long drives less tiring for parents and safer for kids. Now let's pivot to another Korean heavyweight, the 2026 Hyundai Palisade. Hyundai calls it the all-new Palisade and positions it as a premium flagship SUV. And when you look inside, it feels much closer to an entry luxury vehicle than a mainstream family ride. The official global page emphasizes the robust, premium design and a cabin that's all about calm, upscale vibes. High-end materials, a wide dashboard with integrated screens, and carefully detailed switchgear that doesn't feel cheap or cluttered. Underneath, Hyundai has traditionally offered the Palisade with engines like the Lambda 2 3.8-liter GDI V6, producing about 295 PS of power, roughly 290-195 horsepower, depending on market, and paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission with available all-wheel drive. Some markets also get a turbo diesel or hybrid setup, and for 2026, Hyundai is clearly leaning into advanced power, enhanced stability, mentioning preview electronic control suspension and aerodynamic tuning to keep this big SUV stable and efficient despite its size. When you talk about family usability, paint the picture of a truly premium family lounge. 3 rows of seating, with emphasis on the second and third rows in their official imagery. Adults relaxing in captain's chairs, kids climbing in easily thanks to large door openings and a usable third row. Hyundai's known for loading in features like multi-zone climate control, heated and ventilated seats in the first 2 rows, and big infotainment screens with their latest connectivity. The Palisade's safety arsenal falls under Hyundai's Smart Sense in many markets, bringing features like forward collision avoidance, lane keeping assist, blind spot collision avoidance, and adaptive cruise with stop and go. Combine that with a quiet cabin and a softly tuned suspension, and the angle you want in your script is, this is the family SUV for parents who want minivan-like comfort without driving a minivan. Next up, the 2026 Honda Pilot, the classic, no-nonsense family hauler that's quietly gone very serious about tech and capability. Honda's 2026 Pilot is built around a 285 horsepower V6 engine paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission, giving you up to 5,000 pounds of towing capacity when properly equipped. That means you can hook up a mid-size camper, a pair of jet skis, or a small boat and actually use the SUV as a weekend adventure machine, not just a school-run shuttle. Where the Pilot really distinguishes itself is in its chassis and all-terrain tuning. Honda talks about a fully independent suspension reinforced body structure that deliver both nimble handling and a comfortable ride. For families who like rough roads, the Trail Sport trim is the one to highlight. Nearly an inch of extra ground clearance, steel skid plates under the engine and fuel tank, and an advanced IVTM4 all-wheel drive system that can actively send torque side to side across the rear axle to help you claw out of mud or snow. On top of that, Honda offers up to 7 drive modes: normal, econ, sport, snow, trail, sand, and tow. So you can narrate how the Pilot adapts from highway to mountain path with just a twist of a selector. Inside, the 2026 Pilot leans hard into tech that makes family life easier. Google built-in for native Google Maps and apps, Wi-Fi hotspot capability, and a large central touchscreen, up to 12.3-inch on higher trims, paired with a digital instrument cluster. Add Honda sensing safety features, collision mitigation braking, road departure mitigation, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and you can position the Pilot as the rational choice for families who prioritize reliability, real off-road capability, and familiar V6 performance over flash. From Honda's dependability, we move into something more ruggedly styled, the 2026 Nissan Pathfinder. Nissan calls the new model ruggedly refined, and it's designed to be both a comfortable 3-row SUV and a legit adventure partner. On the official Future Vehicle page for the 2026 Pathfinder, Nissan highlights it as a 3-row SUV coming early 2026, and previous information about the latest generation Pathfinder describes a 3.5-liter V6 engine tuned to around 295 horsepower, a 9-speed automatic transmission, and available all-wheel drive with multiple drive modes. Pathfinder's hallmark has been towing, with the current generation around 6,000 pounds of max towing capacity in many configurations, something Nissan is clearly proud of and likely to emphasize again as part of its family adventure credentials. For safety and tech in your script, call out Nissan's Safety Shield 360, the brand's suite of driver assist features, plus Pro Pilot Assist, or its newest iterations on upper trims, which blend adaptive cruise control and lane centering for stress-reduced highway driving. Inside, Pathfinder is all about 8-seat flexibility, bench or captain's chairs in the second row, easy tilt mechanisms for third-row access, and plenty of USB ports. Nissan's big advantage is combining this with a more outdoorsy design language, squared-off body, chunky tires, and a cabin that doesn't feel fragile. Now let's talk about a model that Toyota literally markets as the ultimate family SUV, the 2026 Toyota Grand Highlander. Toyota's press release for the 2026 model spells out the formula very clearly. Adult-sized third row, up to 97.5 cubic feet of cargo space with the rear seats folded, and 3 different powertrains, a 2.4-liter turbo gas engine, a 2.5-liter hybrid, and the 2.4-liter turbo hybrid max system that delivers 362 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. The efficient hybrid for fuel-conscious families, the well-balanced gas for simplicity, and the hybrid max for those who want minivan practicality with hot hatch acceleration. Technically, the Grand Highlander is impressive. Toyota combines those powertrains with available all-wheel drive, multi-zone climate control, and a seriously spacious interior. Even the press materials emphasize the adult usable third row and huge cargo volume, which is a big deal when you've got teenagers or grandparents in the back and still need room for luggage. On the safety side, Grand Highlander ships with Toyota's Safety Sense 3.0, which includes pre-collision warning with pedestrian detection, lane tracing assist, dynamic radar cruise control, and lane departure alert, plus available features like traffic jam assist, a head-up display, and a digital rear-view mirror. You can frame the Grand Highlander as the do-everything family machine. It's big, but not truck-based. It's available as a hybrid or high-performance hybrid, And it has the kind of safety and convenience tech that allows parents to focus more on kids and less on managing the drive. Think of it as the Swiss Army knife of three-row crossovers. Let's jump back in with a full-size statement piece. The 2026 Jeep Grand Wagoneer. Jeep positions the Grand Wagoneer as a premium body-on-frame SUV that still knows how to work. Jeep highlights the available 3.0-liter Hurricane twin-turbo inline-six, producing around 510 horsepower and 500 pound-feet of torque in Grand Wagoneer tuning, paired with an advanced automatic transmission and sophisticated 4x4 systems. This is serious power, the kind of output you used to need a big V8 for, and it gives the Grand Wagoneer massive towing capacity and effortless highway passing, even when heavily loaded. The engineering focus here is on comfort at scale. Air suspension systems like Quadralift can adjust ride height for highway aerodynamics, off-road clearance, or crouching down for easier entry and exit. Combined with adaptive damping, the result is a vehicle that can float over broken pavement, yet still stay composed when you're towing or traversing dirt tracks. Inside, Grand Wagoneer leans fully into American luxury. Multiple large screens, including optional passenger display, high-end leather and wood, and available premium audio systems with many speakers. This is the SUV you describe as a rolling luxury hotel that can still legitimately go off-road. Now, let's contrast that with a different take on luxury and safety. The Volvo EX90, Volvo's all-electric three-row flagship. Volvo's official EX90 materials spell out their mission clearly. This is their safest Volvo ever, built around a next-generation safety architecture, with LiDARs, radar, and ultrasonic sensors integrated into the car. The system can build a real-time 3D model of the road ahead, even in low light, and is paired with powerful onboard computing to support assisted driving functions and future autonomous features. On top of that, there are interior sensing systems that monitor driver attention and can intervene if the driver is distracted or incapacitated. From a technical EV standpoint, the EX90 uses a large battery, around 111 kilowatt-hours in European specs, and dual-motor all-wheel drive, with Volvo quoting up to around 300 miles of range in US EPA-type figures, depending on configuration. It supports DC fast charging, so you can go from low state of charge to a high percentage in around half an hour at a high-power charger, and it's built on a modern EV platform designed specifically for electric packaging. In the cabin, it's classic new Volvo, minimalistic, sustainable materials, a large central Google-based infotainment system, and standard three-row seating for up to 7 people. If your priority is safety above all, not just crash safety, but avoiding the crash in the first place, the EX90 is the family SUV that's practically engineered to watch over you. From Sweden, let's swing back to the US and talk about cutting-edge electric luxury, the 2026 Cadillac VISTIQ. Cadillac describes the VISTIQ as a luxury three-row electric SUV with 3 rows of EV luxury and comfort for up to 7 passengers. The spec sheet is where it really pops. Cadillac quotes an EPA estimated 305 miles of electric range and a Cadillac estimated 615 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque in its Velocity Max configuration. That's proper high-performance family hauling. Enough power that you can talk about this SUV transforming everyday errands into something genuinely fun. The charging hardware is equally serious. VISTIQ supports 190 kilowatt DC fast charging, which Cadillac says can add about 80 miles of range in around 10 minutes, plus 11.5 kilowatt standard level 2 AC charging, and an available 19.2 kilowatt AC charger for very fast home or destination charging on the right circuit. For comfort, Cadillac loads the interior. Standard dual-motor AWD, panoramic dual-pane sunroof with third-row fixed glass, a curved 33-inch diagonal advanced LED display with Google built-in, heated, ventilated, and massaging front seats, heated second-row outboard seats, a 23-speaker AKG audio system, and more, all standard on the main luxury trim. You can position VISTIQ as the EV for families who want true luxury and performance without giving up usable cargo space, thanks to its 80.2 cubic feet of max cargo space behind the first row and 3 functional rows of seating. Add Super Cruise hands-free driver assistance, which is standard with a 3-year OnStar plan, and you've got a full-size EV that can literally drive hands-free on compatible mapped roads while your kids are streaming in the back. Now, let's talk about one of the most interesting new EVs for big families, the Hyundai IONIQ 9. Hyundai's European and global sites frame the IONIQ 9 as a kind of home away from home, a 3-row EV designed around comfort and togetherness. Officially, Hyundai quotes up to 620 kilometers of range, WLTP, thanks to a cutting-edge electric drive system and ultra-low drag coefficient of 0.259, using a large battery around 10.3 kilowatt-hours. The IONIQ 9 is built on Hyundai's eGMP architecture, offering 800-volt charging capability that allows it to add about 304 kilometers of range in just 15 minutes on a high-powered DC charger, and it can charge from 10 to 80% in roughly 24 minutes at up to 350 kilowatts. Powertrain-wise, Hyundai lists 3 main configurations: a long-range RWD with a 160 kilowatt rear motor, a long-range AWD with a 70 kilowatt front motor and a 160 kilowatt rear motor, and a performance DOD with 160 kilowatt motors front and rear, giving you a spread from maximum efficiency to genuinely brisk performance. Inside is where you really sell the IONIQ 9 to families. Best-in-class interior space for up to 7, with second-row swiveling seats that can rotate to face the third row when the vehicle is stationary, turning the cabin into a lounge for conversation or even watching a movie. Hyundai also offers relaxation seats in the first and second rows that can fully recline with leg rests, allowing up to 4 people to rest while charging. Cargo is another strong point. The extra-large boot offers around 338 liters of capacity with all rows in place, and folding the second and third rows flat yields a massive 2,494 liters of cargo volume, enough to build that IKEA run into your story. You can describe the IONIQ 9 as a rolling living room that just happens to have long-range EV capability, perfect for tech-savvy families that want to travel quietly and efficiently without giving up space. We've saved one of the most high-profile EVs for last, the 2026 Kia EV9. Kia's official page calls it an all-electric 3-row SUV with seating for up to 7 adults and estimates up to 305 miles of range in certain trims. Built on a dedicated EV platform with ultra-high-strength steel, the EV9 offers an available 99.8 kilowatt-hour battery, dual-motor EA-dotted, and a 122-inch wheelbase that's comparable to many luxury SUVs, which explains the EV9's generous interior space. In performance terms, Kia talks about available 379 horsepower and up to 516 pound-feet of torque, enough for 0-60 miles per hour in about 5 seconds with the optional Boost software, plus 5,000 pounds of towing capacity and a dedicated trailering mode. As an EV, the EV9 hits the practical marks. DC fast charging capability with a 350 kilowatt charger can bring the battery from 10 to 80% in as little as 24 minutes. And Kia estimated range figures up to 305 miles give it serious road trip credentials. On the inside, Kia has leaned into comfort and tech. Up to 160.3 cubic feet of passenger room, 42.8 inches of second-row legroom, available lounge seats in the first and second rows, 3 rows with USB-C ports, and as much as 81.7 cubic feet of cargo space behind the first row when everything's folded. You also get a nearly 30-inch digital cockpit, including multiple displays, plus available remote smart parking assist, a full-display digital rearview mirror, ambient mood lighting, and over-the-air update capability, so the car's software can improve over time. From a family perspective, position the EV9 as the EV for families who want it all right now. Range, real 3-row comfort, proper towing, next-gen safety, and a cabin that kids actually want to be in. So out of all these, how should viewers think about picking the right one? If your family wants traditional SUV feel with modern efficiency, the 2027 Kia Telluride, 2026 Honda Pilot, and 2026 Nissan Pathfinder will hit home. They bring familiar gasoline drivetrains, plus hybrid in the Telluride, strong towing numbers, and proven layouts. Telluride is the efficiency and luxury forward choice. Pilot is the all-terrain and reliability play, and Pathfinder skews toward rugged design and towing. If you want max comfort and space in a refined crossover, the 2026 Hyundai Palisade and 2026 Toyota Grand Highlander are your go-tos. Palisade feels like a budget luxury lounge, and Grand Highlander gives you 3 distinct powertrains and one of the roomiest, most flexible interiors in the segment, with strong hybrid options. If you're chasing full-size, big-money luxury, the Jeep Grand Wagoneer and Cadillac VISTIQ sit at opposite ends of the spectrum. One is a traditional truck-based powerhouse with Hurricane Turbo 6 muscle. The other is a cutting-edge Ultium-based EV with 615 horsepower and hands-free highway driving. And if your family is ready to go fully electric, the trio of Volvo EX90, Hyundai IONIQ 9, and Kia EV9 gives you 3 very different personalities. EX90 as the safety-first engineering showcase, IONIQ 9 as the ultra-spacious, lounge-style EV with incredible charging and swivel seats, and EV9 as the do-everything 3-row EV with performance, towing, and mainstream availability. So to wrap the video, ask yourself 3 questions. What's my daily reality? Lots of short trips or long highway hauls? Kids' sports or towing toys? What's my fuel philosophy? Keep it simple with gas, split the difference with hybrid, or go all in on an EV future? What kind of experience do I want inside the car? Rugged, quiet, and plush, or tech-driven and futuristic? Once you know those answers, one of these 10 SUVs will stand out as the mothership your family actually needs, not just the one that looks good in the driveway. If you found this breakdown helpful, let me know in the comments which SUV fits your family best and what you want to see compared next. And as always, this is Autopedia, helping you decode the car world one smart decision at a time.